What up, people? I thought Rachel told me it wasn't supposed to go on for that long, but yeah. Hello, welcome back to Fraudwatch. Sorry I haven't been on really for a long while. Personal problems and stuff. But yeah, I'm back. To be fair, O'Shea was supposed to host it today, and he has his own personal stuff he's going through. Hope that all works out all right and whatnot. But yeah, it wouldn't be Fraudwatch. It wouldn't really be the first XI if people weren't late for streams and stuff. Speaking of which, let's introduce the panel. We can really get into this. First up, we've got, I guess, my younger bro in this whole YouTube space, Will.
Hey, people.
Willian. How are you?
I'm good. I'm looking forward to Slander and Arsenal. It's going to be fun.
I mean, I do that. I do that for free. Speaking of which, we've also got this guy. I saw him on Twitter a bit today. He was fighting some people. They were being a bit racist to him, so to be fair, we'll allow him that. But we've got Fathur.
Yo.
King of the Simps, is it?
Oh boy, them man still yakking the embryo in their pants, bro. You know,
Embryos.
Yeah, all good. Jem, congrats on your marriage, man. And stop. I'll give you Astrid if you want, Jem.
Jem said, "I'll give you Astrid if you want as a wedding gift." But yeah, Jem is engaged. If you guys don't know, actually, he got engaged last year. But yeah, he got engaged last year. To be fair, but yeah. Let's hope his he told me actually his whole audio mic setup, his Wi-Fi is not the best, but hopefully this guy can come in. His name apparently is Shades. It doesn't his camera's not on or anything, but this guy is the king of the Cho Hive, which is, you know.
Yo, what's good? I might not be showing my face, but the man them know I'm already. The peng is here. It is what it is. Let's go.
You call yourself Shades, but you can't show up, kind of like Callum Hudson-Odoi on a daily basis. But it's cool.
Wow, okay. Don't worry.
Tonight is not about Callum.
You'll eat your words soon.
Tonight is not about Callum.
Of course.
Anyway, let's move on to the other side of London, the embarrassing side of London. Not Spurs, but, you know. Who do I bring in first? He put his hand up, so okay. I'll bring in this guy. Go on his Twitter. There's a famous clip of...
Nah, don't do this to him. Don't do it. Come on.
No, actually, I can't. I can't. No, I can't do that as mean. But no, this guy is actually probably one of my favorite guys. Just actually, Shocks. Just you can just come in and speak yourself.
Big up my guy, yeah. First of all, yeah, saying the other side of the bigger side of London, yeah. The bigger side of London, yeah. Yeah.
You sure?
Get that straight, innit? Get that one there straight, innit? Yeah. And you can come with your Cho Hive all you fucking want tonight. Yeah, that guy's gonna die, innit? Like. And yo, big up Jem, big up Jem in the chat as well. Like, I'm literally just he's engaged, innit? So big up, man. You're fucked. You're fucked for life, bro. But big up, innit? Congratulations to you.
Man's left the game for good.
All right, he's starting off.
He's out of the game.
Okay.
He's out of the game.
Okay, we love it. We love it. Starting off.
But no. One sec. Big up the panel, though. Big up these guys, man. special bunch of special panel right now. Big up my guy Prime, man. Love you, bro. But yeah, man. Big up Shades as well. Big up Arthur and Will, innit? Will said something earlier as well, innit? Yeah. All right. I'm ready. I'm ready to smoke these, man. Yeah. You ready to smoke us? All right, brother. All right, brother. Yeah. Big up the panel though, man.
Prime at the 10K year monologue. Okay. Look, it's been a while since I did this. Let me get back into the groove of things.
Innit? Man, put us on a 9-minute intro.
I wasn't supposed to host tonight, so I didn't really have things prepared.
Nah, it's calm, man. It's calm. We're gonna make it a banging stream anyway, regardless. Still.
Speaking of which, this guy probably reps Saka the most out of the Arsenal fans.
Oh, him.
But yeah, you know, he missed the penalty in the Euro, so who's really winning out here? Bringing in Gooner Express.
They got my guy.
Bro, we talking about most embarrassing side of Europe, man.
I said in Arsenal, in London, not Europe, but you're not in Europe.
Sorry, bro. London, yeah. I mean, we're the biggest team in London, so give us that respect, bro. Like, we are the biggest team in London. Yeah, in a few years that might not be the case, but right now we're the biggest team.
Arsenal and respect would not be in the same sentence.
We've got the best youngster in London because that Cho guy ain't even close to Saka. Mason Mount, who's that guy?
Oh.
Never heard of him, bro. Hey, that guy do not have the minerals. If you want to talk minerals, Saka has the minerals. Yeah, not Mason.
Coming
Mount.
from a team that employs Xhaka willingly.
Bro, that's cool, bro. That's cool. Bring up Xhaka.
You give this guy a wage and you gave him a contract.
Bro, you know what? Bro, that's cool, man. Talk what you want about Xhaka, bro. I talk Saka, you talk Xhaka, bro. Like, cool, man.
Fact.
I know you, man, are more attracted to shit ballers because you're Chelsea FC, but we're Arsenal FC. We know good ballers.
You
bro.
took
So,
Willian off us.
Cool,
Don't
man.
do that.
That's cool, bro. That's cool. That's cool, bro.
Willian.
Stick to your man. Stick to your
All
man.
he's got is an afro and nothing else.
Stick
wow.
to Cho, bro. Stick to Callum Hudson-Odoi.
You lot loved Willian when he was at your fucking club.
Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Not for the last 2 years.
Bro. Hey,
Either way.
Callum Hudson-Odoi doing dropping matches in Ghana.
Me, I won the Arsenal fans.
Callum
You went and
Hudson-Odoi
beat
has more European trophies than your whole club.
Exactly.
Cool, man.
If Spurs win the Conference League, they'll have more European trophies than your whole club.
Does it look like Spurs are going to win the fucking Europa Conference League right now? Does it look like that? Yeah.
You know what?
So let's relax that. Let's relax.
Let me just backtrack on what Gooner said. You said the best youngster in London is who?
Saka, bro.
The best youngster in London is Samuel.
Saka. Is it what?
Listen, listen, I want to say something. It's nice to be on a show with Chelsea fans who get along with each other. Huh? It's nice to change, you know.
Yeah.
4 Chelsea fans who get along.
I know. These men are set us up still. It's all right though. It's calm. It's calm.
Listen, it's surprising we support rival clubs and we get along just fine, you know. It's kind of surprising.
Arsenal fans don't get along that great either, but you know, we move.
Listen, all I'm saying is, we're not having a meltdown like what you Chelsea men are having right now on Twitter Spaces. I'm telling you that from now.
Are you sure? Rat Army.
We are having those spaces. Listen, we're passionate about our club.
These men are talking about they're going to link each other to go and punch each other up, innit? At Stamford Bridge.
Wait a minute.
That's not passionate. Hey, I'm passionate about beating each other up.
You man are doing Twitter fingers.
It's called passion. It's called desire.
Nah, not me. I'm not involved in none of that. I talk the real about my club. There's nothing you man can tell me about my club tonight that I don't really know and that I won't agree with. Facts. I'm not going to come out and I'm not going to get
real, but you're saying you're the biggest club in London.
Because we are. And you know this. You fucking know this. But it's all right.
I know that. Chelsea's the biggest club in London.
Hudson-Odoi, let's get this started, yeah? Let's get ready. Fire the cannons, bro.
Fire the cannons. So, Fraudwatch and all that, you guys know whole concept of it. I explained to Shades backstage. And if anyone new is watching, instead of me trying to bumble through and trying to explain it, since I can't really speak right now, Samuel, you kick us off and bring us yours.
Oh.
And basically,
you've actually effed it up, bro. You fucked it from the intro, bro.
Samuel, you can't speak. It's fine.
We'll
go to someone else.
I
but what we're gonna do is
talking about cannons. You're firing a water pistol at the moment, Samuel. Come on.
Let me get started.
We'll give the person about 20-30 seconds to land and give the actual point before anyone butts in. Samuel, are you okay? Can you speak?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Do you need a tissue?
No, I'm good.
All right,
let's get this started. Okay, first 30 seconds. I'm gonna put Arsenal FC in here. Yes, I know I support this club. I'm running the show, but ultimately, the whole nation was watching as the Premier League got back on the way. Fans are back, and we got annihilated, bro. Annihilated by newly promoted Brentford. The first ever game in Premier League history. Ben White or Ben, yeah, and Pablo Mari got cooked. Yeah, they were unseasoned, bro. Unseasoned centre backs. That's what they are. And as for everyone, Granit Xhaka being his usual self, usual dead ass Xhaka. As for the recruitment, yes, okay, we signed Ramsdale, but Ramsdale, the 5th most expensive goalkeeper of all time, and he got relegated. He was bottom of the league.
You meant to be defending us, man.
I don't
Three
know.
times been relegated. Three
Fraud,
times
fraud.
in his career.
He's a fraud.
Fucking
Listen,
hell. I
listen,
just see
listen.
Vibes FC just say that he would clap Marina's cheeks. That's the only.
Respect Marina's cheeks, in my opinion. They should be treated with care.
Where did Vibes
She is
FC
a
say?
dead thing. I don't care.
Where
Oh,
does
you're not
Vibes
saying
FC
that
say?
she's a buff thing, innit? She's dead, man. I don't care.
Hey,
I
she's
can't
Better
lie.
than your negotiator. Who do Arsenal have? Edu and them.
Garlic.
They're
He's
not
a chef,
care.
innit? He's a chef. He knows how to make a sick barbecue, bro. He feed you and your family. It's calm, innit? He's all right. He's all right. He's all right.
Hey,
He's
Shox,
all right.
Marina's good
he'll
in the
feed-
kitchen,
he'll feed
but
my man
I'm
and
not
his family
misogynistic,
with
guys.
Feed the whole team, innit?
Wait, Shots, is that why Arsenal fans are always saying we're cooking? We're cooking.
Yeah, because Eddie's cooking on the fucking barbecue
Yeah.
out here every day.
And he's feeding that to all the players. That's why you lot came 8th for 2 years in a row. All right,
Get out
man.
of here, man. Get out of here, man.
to buy his meats, bro. Like, this is unacceptable, bro. This
That's
guy
what I'm
is
saying.
a fan.
Say that.
We're
Say it
signing-
again.
signing
Say
a
it
man
again,
like
bro.
Ramsdale, because my man's too busy chilling on a jet ski instead of doing his job, bro. Right, it's a
He's
joke
on-
thing.
And man's on fucking on a boat with there's a fraud. The guy that's embezzling money out of the club and that, and Bre's blatantly holding up champagne with his wife and the same guy, bro, on a
My man
yacht, bro.
thinks he's cooking, but he's actually cooking a barbecue, not the transfer window, bro. He's a dickhead, man.
I big up Vibes FC. He says, Shox, would you rather have Marina's cheeks or Edu's jet ski? Bro, I'd rather have Edu's jet ski, man. I got a girl in it. I'm good. And Marina ain't even gonna let me.
Hold on. Why did you have to put in? I have a. She's not watching. It's fine. Answer truthfully.
Who's
Oh.
not watching? My girl.
Oh, Prime's moving
Not
like
watching.
Probably
My
is
girl,
watching.
my girl always watches my stream, man. My girl
We
always
have
watches
to
my
stay
stream, man.
together. Black
You gotta
men
cheat.
don't cheat. Come
She's
on.
literally
Let's
just
do
right
this.
there, just watching the stream right now, bro. You know, right, Jay? She's watching me, man. Shit. Fuck it
Yeah,
up.
big
You
up,
don't always
big
see
up
my
Shox's
girl.
girl, man.
Yeah, big up my girl, man.
I can't let this is the funny streams.
Big up
15 minutes in.
Mrs. Shots.
Mrs. Shots.
Mrs. Shoot.
But yeah, hey, listen, are you not seeing Jem in this chat? But why isn't he on the stream? If he's got this much smoke for us.
Nah, he's
What's-
ducking,
I
bro.
thought, to be fair, I thought he was busy.
Leave
He's
him.
ducking, bro. He's ducking, innit? He's ducking.
He's
Yeah,
ducking,
but
he's ducking.
Samuel,
You know
is that it? Why did you
he's scared that he's gonna come
Samuel?
on here and talk his shit, and then we're gonna
And then they lose on the weekend. Yeah.
Samuel, why
Yeah.
did I pick you for you to just slander your own club?
Well,
No,
no, you said Fraudwatch.
We're being
No,
real.
this is
We're just being real.
No, let me finish. Hang on. Let me finish. Okay, this is last week. It's the dawn of a new day. A new day, new chance. That was last week's Arsenal.
I
This
beg
is
you,
this
let me
week.
go.
No, but you're putting your club on Fraudwatch.
Well, last week, yeah, because we were crap last week. The team.
This isn't a wait,
Oh,
Samuel. This
nothing.
isn't Samuel. This isn't a 2-in-1 Fraudwatch.
Oh shit. Oh. So
This man,
I'm not. I can't
Oh,
even
Avengers
understand.
link up,
I'm
man.
lost. I'm lost. Like you're confusing me right now.
Nah, you know what? I love Samuel, but you get too gas sometimes.
No, I'm confused, bro. I'm
I beg you, let me go after this man, bro.
Man's moving. Actually, yeah, Gooner, you can go. You're moving like you're moving like Arteta. You know, you're just all over.
Bottling
the
it,
place.
man. Bottling it.
Let's go. Gooner Express. What's yours? Let's go.
So, Fraudwatch, Tottenham Hotspur. How am I losing to
He's
this
taking my
Portuguese
idea.
team that barely anyone's ever heard of, man? This Portuguese team, yeah, Pacosta Ferreira, were taking the piss before that game, saying, "Oh, who we playing? The team from London, so Chelsea, no, so Arsenal." And then, bro, these man knew they were gonna win straight away because it's Tottenham Hotspur, bro. They won. I don't know if you guys have seen the TikTok.
I saw it.
Well,
I saw it. That's lit. That is
that is
lit,
a violation.
Bro. That is
Bro,
lit.
Spurs are dead. How the fuck do you go from smacking up Man City, beating Pep Guardiola, to losing in the Conference League to Pacosta Ferreira? How the hell how are you letting a beaver dance on your like what? Come on, man. Spurs are they're the definition of fraudulent. Nuno, fraud. their players fraud. That Brian Gill, he looks dead. He looked so dead. Romero was just average, bro. That new goalkeeper, man, Dan should stick to the rapping, man. Stick to the rapping, please. Goalkeeper ain't your thing, brother. Like, honestly, they're so dead. Harry Kane, if Harry Kane leaves, I respect him, bro.
Hey, send me that. DM me that.
You know what it is? You know why Brian Gill's perfect for Tottenham? Because my man bottled
Big up Aslan.
Olympic final, bro. My man came second in the Olympic final. He's perfect for Spurs. He's not a winner. He doesn't win things. He bottles it like Harry Kane, man. So Spurs, Fraudwatch, all their players, all of them dead, especially Harry Kane. Especially Harry Kane. He's the biggest fraud of the lot, man. So that whole team in there. Nuno as well. He's not getting away with it, bro. He's the beast of Mourinho. Spurs fans were disrespecting Mourinho, saying, "Oh, how is he losing to Zagreb?" Well, he's losing to bloody Pacosta Ferreira, man. So,
hey, you need to get Aslan on here,
don't
man.
ever disrespect the
Aslan, the
Mourinho,
team Arsenal, bro.
Disrespect for that. They deserve that, man. Spurs fraud.
Send it to him.
Right.
I mean, look, wow. I mean, we were meant to keep it strictly Chelsea, Arsenal, but if you guys all agree we extend it to Spurs or London in general, then yeah. Yeah, anyone want to add to that?
Bro, how can we do Fraudwatch with Chelsea? Who am I going to put on Fraudwatch for Chelsea, bro?
I don't know. I thought you guys were gonna come with we were created in 2004.
I'm gonna start with something else.
Give them ideas. Let them hold on.
No. I'm creative.
Prime, I ain't one of them fans, man. But I'm sorry, you can't do Fraudwatch and not let me put Tottenham on there, bro. Like when they're losing 1-0 to bloody some random team from Portugal, I've got it, bro. I've got it.
I'm putting something creative, yeah. I'm putting something creative on here. All right. You know it's going fraud. No. I'll leave it.
I know who I'm putting. I've got two teams. I've got two teams to put on Fraudwatch.
What's the time?
All right. I'll tell you the teams then. Yeah. So first team, Aston Villa. After all of these fucking signings that they did. What?
4.
Yeah. Fraudwatch, bro. They're going straight on Fraudwatch. After all these signings, after all of they swearing that they're a bigger club and that they've got more reach, they're going to finish above us, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. They don't turn around and lose to Watford. Nah. I'm sorry. And they got battered.
Arsenal beefing Aston Villa. Tells me all I need to know.
What?
I'm saying, bro, if I don't want to hear you ever say, but our players have to gel, because that's the definition of Aston Villa, bro. But cool, man. Put them on.
I don't give a fuck. The way they were talking, like they were a bigger club than us. Apparently, they're gonna do more. They're gonna move forward. They're gonna finish higher than us, and all of them things. There, they beat us to signings. They were trying to get Smith Rowe and Rare Tete and all of this shit, and they turned around and lost to Watford. And I'm sorry, yeah, that we played Watford. We're shit. We are hella shit. We didn't lose to Watford, even if it was pre-season or not, right? Second team, Man City, right? For losing to Tottenham after securing a £100 million player, winning the league last year, and on top of that third kit that they brought out the other day.
No, not City. It's Pep, not City. It's Pep.
No, it's the whole team, bro. It's the whole team, bro. But fuck it, City Fraudwatch. That's my explanation. We move on to the next one. Love you guys. Thank you. Peace out.
What, can I go?
Yeah,
ShoXstar.
All right, so Fraudwatch. You see the Arsenal Football Club, yeah, they're really funny.
I knew it was coming. I knew this was
like
shit was coming. Like it's fine.
Wait, hold on. Shades. Does yours have anything to do with Martinelli?
No, it doesn't actually.
All right.
Okay. The thing is, these men aren't gonna react, but I have an Arsenal guy coming, he will react. So maybe just
come on,
So like I was saying, like sometimes like I get into deep thought about Arsenal Football Club because I do have a massive agenda against them. They piss me off. They don't realize what they actually are, and that is a mid-table club. And I just thought to myself, I hear Arsenal debates. And I'm hearing names like Xhaka and Elneny and like Willock, and I'm
first of all, if you're gonna say his name, say it right, innit? Elneny. Who's that, bro, man? That sounds like a dance, bro. Get right.
Elneny, all right. They're talking about Xhaka. They're doing think pieces on Aubameyang, and I'm just like, raw. Aubameyang, this Aubameyang, by the way, not the one 2020 and previous year. I'm just thinking, raw. I used to hear names like Ozil, Sanchez, Cazorla, Ramsey. Like, are these guys not seeing what they are? Like, Rob Holding, he doesn't deserve to have as much game time as he's been having. Like, he's not a bad centre back, but it's that Arsenal standard now. Rob Holding, his hairline's gone. He's a clap guy. The club's been stressing out all his hair. It's disappeared. It's like, Arsenal, you guys.
Shades, show us your hairline.
Nah, first of all, fix your mic, innit? What about that? Fix your mic,
Fix the Wi-Fi, your trim.
Nah. You know what? I've got a new Fraudwatch, innit? It's shades for that mic, bruv. Like, what's going on with you, cuz?
Or you boiling eggs, bro. Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is? I'm trying, innit? I'm trying. But what you guys need to know is that
Arsenal, you're trying. Like Hudson, you're trying and you're failing repeatedly, bro.
What?
Just like Hudson the door, you're trying and you fail.
Just like fail. The door.
I don't
I mean, if failure's to you
because you guys employ Pepe. Have you finished paying for him? Don't do this.
What is he
talking about? What are you talking about, bro?
Installments, man.
Have you finished paying
bro,
for
everyone pays by installments, man. Relax.
Do you know how
I'm asking you, like, that's
you know how
what
much
signing.
Yeah, Vibes FC. Our Vibes FC just said someone's eating the mic.
Yeah, stop eating your mic, yeah, and get your facts right. Stop eating the mic. Okay.
This man sounds like he's typing on his phone while he's actually talking still, like.
I swear, no one said here about Guardiola, right?
No, forget this guy. Forget this bald-headed. Forget about that. Forget about him. It's about us two.
Prime,
it's right about us two.
You're right about Guardiola. I think he's a fraud, man.
Go on, speak on it.
In that category as well. Somehow, after the Champions League final, they haven't got that team sorted out yet, and they haven't signed anyone. And they lost to Leicester in the Community Shield, which is apparently appalling. And they lost to Spurs, which is another thing.
When
they lost to Spurs, yeah, in that game, I felt like Ruben Diaz also one of the main problems in that team as well. Because I think it was a shambolic performance by him as well. And don't ever compare Ruben Diaz to Christensen. Christensen miles above Ruben Diaz. Don't do that again, please, Man City fans. So that's my full watch for me.
I mean, speaking of Pep, I mean, some people would say Arteta is better than Pep, but that's not me.
Okay, well,
What did you say? What did you just say? So I was typing. What did you say?
Nothing. That's not me.
Okay, yeah, that's a bit mad. I forgot how you say.
Your mic, bro. No. Boys, I'm marshalling the stream. What the hell's going on?
That's Steffo Will.
I Prime, can you mute? Go mute yourself. I can't.
Oh yeah, that is Will.
Oh, was it Will the whole time?
You guys got onto me.
Oh shit! Sorry, Shades. My bad, brother. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. Yeah, I got onto you. My bad, bro. My bad.
No. Wait. No. There's someone here right next to me who's got a little. He loves this guy. I love this player. He loves. I love. He's the future. All right, bring your slander now, Shades. Come on, speak up, Shades.
Wait, who is he? Who's this guy?
You know who he is.
Your club is dead. It's a mid-table club. West Ham are better than you. You guys are like the fourth best in London right now. If Watford have a great season, you might even go further down the pecking order. Crystal Palace made exciting signings.
That's
what
not
are you lot
because
doing?
Watford ain't in London, so clearly you're not from London either, innit? If you don't.
Oh,
do you not read, like, have you not seen me on Twitter? Lutonian Stormzy. I'm from Luton.
Ah, yeah, it's from Luton, isn't it? Yeah. You're the one
The
that
greatest place in the UK. But let's not talk about that now. I'm here to slander Arsenal.
Fix the airport, bro.
Yes.
Fix the airport.
I remember.
Fix the airport for some kind of club.
Fix your
Fix
team.
your airport, bro. For
We're not talking about airports. We're here to talk about
fix the airport, bro.
You guys got beaten by Brentford. Don't talk to me like this.
Bro,
I big up shit. Do
you know who he is?
Bro, do you see the people that you see you produce is DT?
Wait, hold on.
Only famous person you produce is DT.
We got Nate Smalls. Don't do this. He's doing his thing.
Hold on. Chill. Hold on. Aslan said, man's internet connection should be on Fraudwatch. Allow using the McDonald's Wi-Fi.
I agree.
Burger King's better.
I agree, fam.
Now, to be fair, though, I do prefer Burger King to McDonald's, but that's not the point here.
Hey, Aslan, I'll send you the link on Twitter, bro. If you can click on it or whatnot.
Bro, he's suspended. He's suspended. But what was I? Yeah.
Lauren in the chat. I sent the link in the chat. If Aslan wants to come on.
Oh yeah, come.
But listen, let's get this fight going. Not fight, argument going. All right. Now, come on.
Arsenal getting put in a Rizzler.
Can Arsenal even afford Rizla?
Without showing his hairline. Dickhead, bro. Like, don't worry about that, bro.
Listen, you can't say go affording and complain that we spend 30 million on Ramsdale.
You can't say what?
What?
We're the highest spending team in England. Of course we can afford a Rizla.
Well, I mean, you're using that money for Ramsdale, but
how are you saying
I'm sure he'll help you guys.
How are you saying with the highest spending team in England?
Chelsea have just spent all of that money on one player.
Wait. This is what makes me laugh. Chelsea fans act like our fan base, all of us want these players. Like a lot of us don't want these players. Like, I know you're bantering in that, but like, say Ramsdale this and that. I don't want Ramsdale at all. I think he's crap.
That's why it's funny.
I've
We're
said that
making
many
fun of
times.
you.
I said Erdegaard's crap, bro. But like, no, it's cool that it's funny, bro. But like, cool, man. Right, talk your shit, bro. But like, at the end of the day, the only people you're gonna be pissing off are the people that actually believe what you're saying.
No, I'm here to
no, Gooner, you're right.
I'm here to let you know that your club is not that, and it hasn't.
Yeah, but we
been
know that.
since
We know
2015.
that. Or at least I know that. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
we all know that. We all know that.
I don't know about that, Shock. Some people still.
No.
Do you guys know how shit Martinelli is, though? Do you guys know?
Wait, did someone say that talking about Martinelli?
Yeah, Martinelli's fucking wank.
You guys
play
got,
for
you
Brazil
guys,
now.
No.
Martinelli's talking to Dwight McNeil and them, man.
Oh, Dwight McNeil's clear. Why are you comparing to Dwight McNeil? It's not close.
Fair enough.
How do you employ Christian Pulisic and you're going to talk shit about
Christian Pulisic is a Champions League winner. That's fine.
Christian
That's fine.
Pulisic
that's
busy
fine.
in his hospital bed
That's
again.
fine. That's fine.
Man's in the hospital bed every 3 weeks.
Yeah, with his
Still got more trophies than Pepe.
That's fine.
No.
What do you mean more trophies? Relax.
Listen, relax, innit?
Bro, he did not contribute to that Champions League win at all.
Listen, like, all I'm trying to say to
Did you not see Real Madrid?
If you lot are gonna sit there, and then start talking about all of these man that ain't even played a fucking single minute of your Champions League,
scored against Real Madrid,
they played that one match in your whole 7. Like, come on, like that.
Hey, we have a good squad. Pulisic shined in 2 of the games which led to the final.
Won the Champions League, bro. Like, as I said, you can never win an argument against a Chelsea fan because they like when they lose, they just bring up the
Champions League.
In fact, let's talk for a second.
I forgot about the Super Cup.
I'm getting cooked in the comments here.
Bro,
I see that.
Shield, that's embarrassing, man.
Now let's expose this Chelsea.
No.
Well, no, that's a myth. No, that's a myth. Kante didn't give Martinelli a career.
He did.
He didn't. No, he didn't.
No, yes, he did. Because before that moment, no Arsenal fan ever spoke about Martinelli.
Yes, we did.
Right.
He was
We always spoke about him. I'll tell you what you've done. I'll tell you what Kante did.
He scored against.
I swear I'll literally had a Martinelli shirt on after he scored 2 v Standard Liège.
Yeah,
Martinelli. Look, Kante boosted Martinelli's price tag by 30 million off that one slip. Fact.
Well, you can say that, but it probably is half true.
Bro. Kante didn't make his career. That moment.
No. He was bro. That whole pre-season he played. That was his first season playing for Arsenal. In that pre-season, in his first game coming off the bench, he scored a goal. Like, we already knew that guy was special. Then again, when he played, he scored more goals and he done his thing. He went to the Europa League.
We rated Martinelli long before that moment, bro.
I go direct, bro.
Maybe speaking
Get your facts up before trying to come for Martinelli. Get your facts up.
Martinelli's fucking What's he done?
Speaking of it looks like maybe I throw in another Arsenal.
I mean, I'll tell you what Martinelli's done, but you're just going to say, but it don't matter. But he's won a gold medal at the Olympics. But
No, you don't. We got 3 nuclear bombs in here, bro.
Well, you go.
3 nuclear bombs.
Wait, hold on. Before you go, maybe let me throw in an Arsenal fan maybe give you guys some backup. King himself, Aslan.
Yes,
brother.
What's
going on, people? How's everyone doing?
Arsenal fans were Shox and them, man, were begging for backup.
Nah. We're begging.
Nah, they don't
You
need
dickhead,
backup,
bro.
man. They don't need backup, bro.
You dickhead. There's no backup for that.
Nah,
what my boy has
GX and ShoX and Samuel, they're warriors, bro. They can hold their own.
Thank you.
My guy.
Aslan's just to record the beating. He's here to record the beating we're about to give you.
The beating.
Just certify it.
Okay, cool.
Gotta certify the beating, bro. Yeah.
Certify what beating? What beating you serving out? What beating?
The one you're getting on Sunday, fam.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm not a part of that.
Whatever.
I'm not a part of that.
That's fine. It's fine, whatever.
Yeah,
If you don't believe this Pablo Mari masterclass is coming in, you better be stirred
Pablo
up.
Mari masterclass.
Pablo Mari masterclass. I mean, we know Pablo Mari is better than Gabriel.
Ben
but
fucking
relax.
shot.
No,
Ben Shite couldn't handle Canos.
no.
I don't think he'll be able to handle us if he can handle Canos and fucking Bueno and Norgard. Okay,
Bro,
Norgard.
Who the
No.
Oh, you're telling us something we already know. Give us
Bro,
something new.
You're missing the bigger picture.
You're
If we lose to Brentford, people underestimate
giving
us.
out beatings is Brentford you last Friday.
Hold on.
It's part of Mikel Arteta's
Hold
plan.
on. Jorginho's season says Martinelli's overrated. If Kante didn't slip, he'd be working in Subway.
I forget about. No. Wait. I want to see
That's
something.
some dickhead comment.
I want to see something. Wait. You Chelsea man telling us what shit is like an A-level maths teacher teaching us times.
So why are you here then if you don't?
We already know it. We already know it.
One
We already
sec,
know it. We already know the basic. It's a basic thing. It's a
One
basic
second.
It just proves how dead banter is. Like Chelsea.
Wait,
have
so
no
you're
banter.
wait.
No
So
actual
you're
good
saying
banter.
that you
Chelsea.
already know it. So you're saying
Yeah,
that we're saying
one
facts.
sec. Someone
Even
just
this
said
comment right here, even this comment right here, yeah? I don't even understand what that means.
Squad over Everton.
See?
No. You tell us something.
Don't get. Wait, hold on.
Where's
Hold
Everton's
on.
partners even played?
If you're a footballer, do not ever gas up winning an Olympic medal.
Come again, bro.
Don't ever gas up winning an Olympic medal.
It's a major honour.
What do you mean, bro?
No, it's not a football honor.
The Brez 19. He's just won
not a
an
football honor.
Olympic medal.
It's not a football honor.
Prime,
come on, man.
prime.
He was playing
It's a
football.
football league
No,
Olympics.
it's not.
People,
Yeah,
bro,
no.
He was playing football and he won an
Greatest
honor.
people.
It's a football honor,
bring
innit?
up that people
Nah,
bring
did he
up
play
No.
that
No, wait. The greatest
Lionel
people,
Messi won
greatest
the Olympics,
people
bro.
that have
How
ever
the fuck
been in the
that
world.
is, bro?
Gooner X, the greatest people. Usain Bolt, Kurt Angle, the greatest athletes of all time.
Usain Bolt.
Yes.
Usain Bolt.
Yes.
Lionel
Samuel,
Messi.
Man said Kurt Angle.
Everyone
He's
called
Maybe it's hard for you guys to hear because you're so low on the table. So I'll reach down to you.
One game.
I'll reach down to you.
One game.
An Olympic
One
medal.
game.
An Olympic medal is not a football honor.
Well, I don't want to hear any.
I'll repeat that again at the back. An Olympic medal is not a football honor.
I don't want to
So
hear.
I don't care. My boy Gabby's got a gold medal. Where's your star boy's gold medal?
Oh, guys, one at a time.
Wait,
One at a
Gooner,
time. One at a
Gooner,
time.
what's
One at a
that,
time.
Gooner?
Wait, is it not? Wait, the football at the Olympics, is that not a tournament? Isn't the Olympics itself a tournament sport?
But it's not football.
Wait,
It's
so
not football.
can we count
How
Timo
can you say
Werner's?
it's not football?
Can we
Right?
count Timo Werner's Confederations Cup a few years ago then?
Count it then. Count it. Give whatever you want.
No, that's the
Feel free, lad.
And do you guys
If
like
you class
Timo Werner?
Confederations Cup as major honour, you be you.
Man,
Yeah, but-
Federations.
No, but you Chelsea man gassed up winning a one-off game in winning the Super Cup. So why can't
Which we had to win the
Gooner
Champions League
Express
for.
say that about Martinelli with his gold
Actually,
medal?
Will, speaking of Super Cup, I remember one time we spoke, you brought up a brilliant point about the Community Shield. You said it technically it doesn't follow football rules or something.
It's a friendly game. It follows friendly rules, straight to penalties. Yeah.
So it doesn't really count when you
The
win.
Super Cup is a professional game. All the Super Cups in Europe are played by professional rules with extra time.
So are the Olympics.
Yeah, but it's a one-off game to win silver.
Yeah, but Will.
How can it be classed as a major trophy?
No, but wait.
You win a European trophy. I know you don't know what a European trophy is because you always.
Yeah, but Will,
it.
You seriously believe the Europa
We
League is bigger than the
We have
Olympics?
one cup. What's that?
You believe the
You know
Europa
what
League is
Whoopie do. Whoopie do.
I'm
A
the
cup
bunch
winners
shit, bro.
cup. Who
I'm
gives
a
a
debunker.
shit?
There's a lot of lack of logic right here, man.
Facts.
I want to
Do you
debunk
believe
this
the
shit.
Europa League is a bigger event than the Olympics?
You're talking about professional rules in the Super Cup, cool, but there's professional rules in the Olympics. But
Here
apparently
it is. Here
That's
it is.
fine.
Here it is.
I've not
Here it
I've
is.
not
Your
said anything
players
against
now,
Right here.
just accept it.
Right here, there you
Win the
go.
Olympics, bro.
Debunk.
For all you
Right.
Chelsea fans
Oh, you're
saying that
playing
we don't
shit.
have European pedigree, there you
Your
go.
players are shit, man.
So you got one
That's-
Cup Winners' Cup. We've got 2 of them. Congrats.
Yeah,
We've got, so even in that
oh my
shitty
God,
thing,
we got 2 couples.
Oh,
Oh,
fucking hell, bro.
No,
If you
it's
might
not.
keep bringing up that, yeah, I'm bringing up the Invincible trophy. I don't care.
do it. It doesn't
Arsenal have got it double the
no,
league.
where's your
man.
I was
man?
waiting.
Where
I
is
was
your
waiting
my
for how
God.
long?
History FC. I hear it.
35 minutes.
Where's your invincible?
Wait,
hold
what?
on. 35
What'd you
minutes.
say, babe? What'd you say, babes? All right, guys, I gotta go. I'm joking.
35 minutes is invincible.
Right, go ahead.
35 minutes.
No,
is
but
I was waiting.
Chelsea fans, please answer. Where's your invincible trophy? Like, where is it? Where is
Exactly.
it?
It's not a
Where's
trophy.
yours?
Hold on.
Zero.
I'll
I
answer.
got one.
No, I'll answer.
Where's your invincible trophy, man? Where's it gone?
I'll answer. It's not. I'll answer. It's not a real trophy.
No, but where
It's
is it?
no-
Where is
No,
it?
but here's a real
Where is it?
question. Is
No,
yours gold?
it's not.
It's just a good question.
Where's
Yours
it?
is
Where is your
gold.
invincible
Yours is
trophy?
not
Where is
gold
it?
either. Yours
Is
is not
it?
gold either.
Is it? It's not.
Yours is not gold
So
either.
you won a Premier League. Congrats. Well done.
Never
It's a
seen
good
that.
It's the same.
Never
It's
seen
the
that.
exact
You've
same
been to
Premier
England,
League.
you'll never
It's
see
the
that.
it's the exact same Premier League. We've
Hey,
won. Man
Fathur, what are
United
you
won,
doing showing us your
Leicester
shirt?
won.
Put that shit down, bro. It's all
We
right.
just want to
Keep it up.
We know who you
Thought
support.
Champions League is a glorified FA Cup.
We know what you. We know, bro.
Do you know
It's
what?
okay.
Do you know what?
Guess
It's
what?
fine.
Guess what?
Villarreal are the
We're
real
gonna-
champions of Europe in my book.
Guess
Why
what?
Villarreal.
It's Europe.
Guess
You
what?
beat
Lost
the
to
biggest
Villarreal.
Manchester
You
side,
spent
so
all the
they've got
money.
me.
You spent all the money.
No, but you
Guess
know
what?
what's peak,
You're
though?
still below us.
Again, Chelsea fans, please, where is your invincible trophy? You haven't answered the
We
question.
don't need. We don't.
I don't
what
care
do you
about
mean?
it.
It's
No,
a
he's
Premier League.
asking you a question. Answer the
Honestly,
question.
No,
You don't have one. Why would
We
you?
don't have an
I'll-
invincible
no,
trophy.
I'll
No,
mute
we're okay.
everyone.
Oh, you don't have an invincible trophy.
I'll mute everyone. I'll
And
mute
they're
everyone.
okay with it.
Wait, prime.
I'll mute everyone. Let me answer. It's a Premier League trophy that we have. It's not an invincible trophy. It's a Premier League. You don't get an extra trophy for going invincible. Just like hold on. Just like you don't get an extra trophy for getting 100 points. It's like
Don't
you don't get an
clap
extra
my lungs.
Just like you don't get an extra. No one wants to clap your lungs. Just like you don't get an extra. Just like you don't get an. Just like you don't get an extra trophy. Just like you don't get an extra trophy for what conceding. What is it that we have? 15 goals within the season. Just like you don't get an extra trophy for for going unbeaten or whatever. Just because you guys create, just cause no, it's not bullshit. It's real. Just because you guys made a replica for yourselves and made it gold doesn't mean anything.
No, but
Chelsea could have done. Chelsea could have done the exact same thing. It doesn't mean anything.
Where's yours?
Okay.
Still a Premier League.
I got him. Guess what? Ray Parlour destroyed Chelsea FC with that sauce, bro. Ray Parlour is forever in the edge, yeah. And that final,
Samuel, you didn't see that final. You didn't see that final.
Listen, I've seen that final. I got the video right here. I got the video right here.
Man said I've seen it. What do you mean?
Look, all I'm saying is, in regards to what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that the Invincibles Chelsea's achievements, in terms of winning the Champions League twice and however many Premier Leagues, that's fine, right? These are achievements that Arsenal have not reached, right? However, when it comes to achievements and going a whole season without losing one game,
12 draws, but
hold on, no. But listen, Prime, no matter how many draws that we got, even if we won the league by just drawing, the fact is we did not lose a game. Do you understand? It's not been done, and it probably might not ever be done again. That is an achievement.
Hold on,
one second. That is the kind of achievement, that we will always hold greatly. Now, I get it that you lot might not rate it that much, but I fucking promise you, if you guys did it, nobody would ever hear the end of it. Now, I know that it's the last thing that we're clinging onto, but believe me when I tell you, that is even the greatest Manchester United team and the Manchester City
greatest
team,
Chelsea team that had one loss in the season,
and everything. You guys cannot match that. And it probably in our history of the Premiership will never ever be done again. We saw Liverpool go on a streak, where they were battering man. I can't lie, I was scared. I was thinking, Jesus Christ, they're gonna do it, innit? until I saw them play.
Do you know what this makes me?
Until I saw them play.
And their cheeks got clapped by Ismaili Sarr.
No, hold on. Hold on.
Why are you talking about clappy cheeks so much?
Martinelli, you're going on a yellow card.
Someone's a bit horny.
The only reason why Arsenal fans speak on that, the only reason why you guys speak on that is because that was your last Premier League win. It's the only thing that you have. No, because no. It is. Hold on, no. Can I? Well, you don't. Okay. That's because all you have. You know why? Because the season after Chelsea, to this day, we still have the best defensive record, and at that moment. Well, it isn't under. Well, yeah, because even that season you lost more games than Man United, but in all but whatever. The season after Chelsea with the best defensive record, which no one has broken to this day, Chelsea fans don't speak about because we've won the title numerous times after that point. That's the only thing you guys are claiming. That's the only thing you guys are claiming.
Wait, guys.
That's the only thing you have to claim on. And Will, you can answer what I'm saying.
Do you know what? Why? I'm so angry, yeah, and this is Liverpool's fault because why did fucking Mo Salah have to lob Ederson? Because if Mo Salah didn't lob Ederson, you wouldn't have anything. Okay? City would have.
That's what we do, though, innit? So cry back.
So fuck Liverpool, fuck Mo Salah,
cry, man.
and fuck Arsenal.
Man, bro, Liverpool.
Listen, let me go. Listen, I'll say Invincible's not the best. 0-2 Arsenal is the best team that we've had, and guess what? Arsenal 0-2. Would smoke Chelsea 05 in that heartbeat. Oh, that is the greatest team ever.
You've been born in 02.
Does it matter? Because that is the greatest team ever.
Wait, hold on. Arsenal 02 would smoke Prime Mourinho. You dizzy?
It would.
You dizzy? Okay.
I ain't dizzy.
Did Prime Mourinho go invincible?
All right, cool.
So I don't want to hear, bro.
All right, cool.
Did Wenger win the Champions League?
Wait.
02.
02. 02. Who's your manager in 02?
The great Monsieur Arsene Wenger.
Is this the same guy that doesn't have a Champions League? This bomb.
Is this the same guy who revolutionized football?
Is he
the guy who changed football?
Is this the same guy?
He changed the course of the world. He changed the course of football history. He changed the course of the history of football in this great country. He changed it. He fixed this football. The Premier League is what it is because of Arsene Wenger. That's the reason. The reason this Premier League is so big. The reason of international fans is because of one man, Arsene Wenger. Yeah, he changed football. He brought this football. Without no Arsene Wenger, there's no Jose Mourinho. It's a fact. No Wenger, there's no Wenger.
There's no Jose. You think Jose Mourinho?
That makes no sense.
Does Jose look up to a specialist in failure?
Oh damn!
Wow.
Really?
You didn't have to go
Aslan, what are you telling me, my brother?
Damn. He really went there still.
That guy. Once you start bringing out Invincible,
how is he a failure? Tell me how he's a failure when he's won 3 league titles and the most FA Cups. That's
and he's won a Champions League.
Hey,
I've got a point to make.
No.
He said try and mention how the Invincibles trophy doesn't
You guys are talking about an
means the
Invincible
one
trophy. You don't have a Champions League.
What did he
say? Great
What
Arsene Wenger, you don't have a Champions League.
Yeah, but the great Jose Mourinho didn't win you the Champions League, though, did he?
But he has one Champions
your
League.
most successful manager.
God damn. He went there.
Wenger hasn't won it to this day. To this day.
Yeah, but your most successful manager in your entire history hasn't won you the Champions League either.
So what? Do you think that's what? Do you think I can?
So what, bro?
Do you think I can?
So what? You're talking about our greatest ever manager, and I've counted it towards you about your greatest ever manager. He hasn't won you a European trophy, bro.
He finished 8th and lost to Brentford.
No.
Alan,
touch a nerve. So your nerve gets touched. Your nerve gets touched, and then all you do is bring out the latest result.
That, my friend, that, my friend, is what you call.
Oh, you Chelsea man are too. You Chelsea man are too sensitive, man. What's going on?
We talk like this.
I thought we were bantering, bro.
I thought we were bantering. Where he said the Invincible trophy only meant one trophy, but then you brag about the Champions League like that makes you bigger than us. But if that passes one trophy, we have more trophies than you.
We've won 2 Champions
League. And
we won it twice.
We have 13 Premier Leagues, bro. So what?
13
No, you don't have 13 Premier Leagues.
We have 13
leagues.
No, you have about 10 Division 1 trophies and 3 Premier Leagues.
13 titles.
So 13 division titles, bro.
We have 13.
Whether they were the whole Division 1 or the Premier League.
You don't remember Arsenal from 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16. We were brilliant.
Let's not forget we've won a league at Stamford Bridge.
How many? No, someone answer. How many titles does Chelsea have?
Why are you asking?
5?
Five?
6?
No. I want
hold
a Chelsea fan to answer. How many titles?
What does that have to do with the cost of bread?
How many titles do you have?
No. How about I change the question?
How many titles do you have?
How many titles do Chelsea have since the Premier League got incepted?
Right. Okay. Thank you for answering that question. Then.
Because the Premier League started in the mid-90s, bro. Yeah.
Shall I go there?
Yeah, because football started in 1992.
Well, football started in the mid-90s, bro. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, you guys love to stretch timelines to suit your arguments. It's pretty funny.
What, like you man don't like moving the goalposts when it comes to comparing major honours, bro?
No, wait a second,
Look,
bro.
I haven't interacted with you, Chelsea man, on the YouTube football thing like that. I've interacted more with on the Twitter Spaces, right? Look, I'll openly admit when it comes to European pedigree, you man are superior to us. Yeah.
Okay.
When it comes to domestic pedigree, we are superior to you.
Barely.
Barely, bro.
They're still superior, man. Can't argue with it. It's only facts.
No, but wait.
Look, if you guys were around to see all these trophies, then that's fine. You can tell me all the memories.
The proof is in the pudding. It's in black and white. It's on the internet, bro. Do your Googles. Don't take my word for it, then. Do your Googles.
No.
Put your FA Cups on the table.
Open the book. Open your history book. Open your history book.
Put your FA Cups.
Open your history book.
Look what Arsenal turned into. History FC. Now I rate it, to be fair.
Listen, look at the facts. The facts are written.
Okay. Wait one second. Wait 1 second. So, if we are History FC and you're only talking about your success since the 90s or like the 2000s and onwards, right? So how many league titles do you have to your name? 6, correct?
They don't know,
okay.
They don't
no,
know.
It's 6, correct?
Yeah.
No, it's 6, correct? 5 of them are Premier League titles. One of them is the old Division 1 title, correct?
Yeah.
So by your logic, if we're not counting football pre-Premier League 90s, then you've got to take away one of your Premier League titles then, bro. Because you lot, man, love saying, we've won 5 Premier League titles to your man's 3. What is this, man?
Wait, I'll tell you something.
Yeah, Samuel?
And you say, and you don't say we love to
we still have 5 Premier League. Just saying, we have double the amount of titles you guys have. You're embarrassing.
Wait.
Hold on.
No, Liverpool fans, don't come in, please. We're having a good conversation between big clubs. Oh, Liverpool are a big club. We don't care about London right now. Don't bring up your old history. Stop making it about you. Everything has to be about Liverpool. Everything has to be about Liverpool. We're talking about a London derby and you bring in Liverpool. We don't care.
Who's talking about Liverpool, G?
They brought Bob Payne. Bro, we're talking about London. They always bring themselves into any conversation. We don't care.
I agree with Samuel still.
You know what's funny? No, you know what's funny? Yeah, look at Jorginho's season's comment. We're talking Premier League, not bullshit World War I era trophies. You know why you're saying that, bro? Because before the Premier League, you man were fucking nothing, bro. You man were nothing. You were in our shadow, just like Tottenham, just like West Ham, just like all of them, bro.
And you love to remember those days because that's what you got.
No. Wait a second, bro. You know what? I don't know your name, brother, but Chohive, yeah. You know what makes me laugh? You were just complaining that we were moving the timelines to fit our narrative. Your boy's doing it right there, bro. So what are you gonna cry?
Imagine being the
You're gonna complain about it? You're gonna.
No, I'm not gonna complain about it. It's allowed. He has a Champions League. You guys don't.
No,
he's allowed to move
forward. You're the definition of moving the narrative. You're moving the timeline for your narrative, bro. Like, that's it. Just accept it. You, man, before the Premier League were nothing. You had one title. We have 13 Premier League titles.
You're arguing from 8th place. That's fine.
6. We have
bro, listen. As much as you're entitled to flex your European record towards us, by that, we are entitled to flex our domestic success over you. Plain and simple.
Do your thing. I'll dispute that, obviously, and you'll dispute what I'm saying. That's how arguments work.
I think
dispute what, bro? Dispute what? I'm agreeing with you that you, when it comes to Chelsea's European success, I'm saying your record is better than ours.
Okay,
but I'm agreeing to that, and you have to agree to when I say, as an Arsenal fan, that our domestic success is superior to yours. You have to accept that.
That's fine.
I think this.
Okay, cool.
I think this thing is going a bit out of hand in terms of what we were originally trying to do. Gabby. No, fuck's sake. Gabby.
Yo.
You're back.
No. Let's cool. Let's get a one-on-one debate now. Let's make this a cool debate. Like no mad energy, just no more debate. No more talk.
Oh no, we were doing that, and then Shox came with the Invincible and disappeared. But anyway, Gabby, give us your fraud, please. Why are you guys talking about Fergie in the comments?
Greatest manager of all time. Why wouldn't
no. You see what Liverpool started?
It was Ram saying Paisley's better than Fergie. Doesn't matter.
Who?
Anyway, I don't know. Paisley, Liverpool manager. Doesn't matter. Gabby, give us your fraud watch, please.
All right, so European-wise, like I said, I think I agree with the person who was just speaking then, that you're superior, and domestic-wise, we're superior. But then you got to admit there's a bigger image. Why do you think Arsenal, I reckon we're the most mentioned club in the world when it comes to this? They always try and link us to players because they know how massive our fan base is compared to Chelsea. It's true, and throughout history, no one can.
Is your point of you get linked to players
no
more than the wind do?
No,
what was your point there?
I was just using an example that we're much more bigger franchise-wise as a club. Your Champions League don't make us bigger than
basically the New York Knicks, basically.
Yeah, but
no. What is your particular? You're just doing what he's okay. Never mind. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, we can mention that we've got double the amount of league titles of you, plus one. You can mention you've got double or something or more European trophies than us. But at the end of the day, we're the ones who have always been bigger throughout history. Looking for history, it's just normal facts that we've always been the biggest team in London. Well, you've always been kind of like our little side bitch.
Excuse me, what? Listen, what?
I thought you were gonna try and say something that Martinelli is the best youngster in the league, but
I forgot to mention that.
I thought that was their only.
Is that a genuine opinion?
Because we employ Gabriel Martinelli.
Wait, is that your genuine opinion?
Wait, hold on. You're bigger than us because you employ Martinelli.
But okay, I'm gonna.
Someone said it.
No, but that's what you said. You're bigger than us because you employ Martinelli. Okay.
Imagine employing Martinelli.
Okay. Martinelli's not the best youngster in the league.
He's not even the best youngster at Arsenal.
Debatable.
No, but it's not. He's not the best youngster at Arsenal.
He's not even top two.
Nah, he's definitely top two.
He's not better than bro, and he's not better than Saka.
Yeah, he's not better than Smith Rowe, man.
He's not.
He's more talented than Smith Rowe.
No, I don't even think that. I just think Smith Rowe's better than him.
The Martinelli disrespect will end this season.
Say again?
You heard. The Martinelli disrespect will end this season.
He has to stay fit.
We'll see. He's a talented player, Martinelli, but I watched him play against Brentford, and I would just say I was very unimpressed.
Well, I would too if Granit Xhaka refuses to through ball it to him and pass it to Tierney.
That is a fair point. Fair enough. I did see that screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what Xhaka did was the better option. It's not his fault the rest of your players messed it up.
We can't really go from pasta Tierney and Inshallah every week.
Yeah, but you can't really go to Martinelli and Inshallah because he's always injured.
Oh,
This guy, man, shocking behavior.
Actually, let's bring up that comment from Lauren. Martinelli ain't rated by the manager. He was scoring diving headers a lot under Emery. Yeah, but Gabby, hold on, Gabby. You rate Emery though, or not Emery? You rate Arteta. So that means you have to realize that Arteta thinks Martinelli's a bum.
No, because Arteta stated in the past that he rates Martinelli. So,
but Martinelli,
clearly not.
Arteta is a liar. Arteta is a liar.
Martinelli can't start over Willian.
Peak times for the kid.
Well, that's like Martinelli started over Willian.
When?
Last week. Against Brentford.
Last week against Brentford. And Martinelli was and Martinelli did what in that game?
He wasn't really pasta, was he?
He wasn't what?
Pasta.
He wasn't passed to.
No one passed to him at all during that game.
No, he didn't really do much himself when he got the ball anyway.
What the hell, Rachel? You can't say jihadi Teta.
Oh, like that.
Oh my days.
You know what? No, I'm going big screen. I'm clip this up as well. I'm blaming KJ for this. Ever since you started this whole Jose terrorist bin Laden stuff, everyone keeps coming out with stuff like this.
No, but KJ didn't lie, man.
This is your fault. This is your fault. Jose's your greatest ever manager. Respect him. Anyway, we move. Gabby, what were you saying?
I don't know. I finished my sentence. You were speaking.
All right, cool.
And then you mentioned Jihadi Arteta.
Anyone have anything to add about Arteta?
Greenwood's the best in the league. I don't know.
We 60 people
Arteta is definitely not the one. He's not the answer. Arteta is not gonna. What I believe, he's not gonna bring us any major honors anytime soon. For me, he's learning on the job. He's inexperienced, and for the club the size of Arsenal, he shouldn't be here.
How big is Arsenal, though? Not that big.
Look, Prime, don't do that. Look, you know what I mean, bro. Look, for a club rich in stature like Arsenal, Arteta shouldn't be here. But obviously, that's down to the lack of direction and ambition that's set from our ownership, and the lack of footballing knowledge and experience that we have in our boardroom and director level.
But why shouldn't he be here, though?
Because he's inexperienced, bro. That's red flag number one.
But why was he hired in the first place?
Lack of direction from the board.
I don't know the actual reason for that, but as a fan, from an outside perspective, looking into how a club is being run, is that the way I interpret it is they've just gone for another yes man, another cheap option, because he's earning around 5 mil a year, and to get a manager of real pedigree, you got to spend minimum 10 mil in wages per year, and if you want to attract like the best of the best managers right now, you're probably going to end up spending 15 mil a year. And there was a couple available. Now they've got new clubs, but now there's only one available, which is your former manager, Antonio Conte. As much as I would love him to come, like I said, the lack of direction and ambition that we see from our ownership, I don't see it happening.
I mean, Valverde and Zidane are available.
Oh yeah, Zidane is another option. I would gladly take.
Really? Why?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, look at his
track record.
Look at his CV. Yes, okay, he managed Real Madrid, and maybe at one stage, funds were limitless. But you can't deny.
He had a Real Madrid team which basically had all their first team injured competing for the title and in a Champions League semi-final.
You have to remember, this guy is also extremely young as a manager. Like tactically,
but he's young, but he's experienced at the top level, though, Brian.
I know, and tactically he's not. Tactically, he's not necessarily. Tactically, he's also not necessarily elite. So you're having him going to an Arsenal team that's struggling. He's not going to get the.
Brian, I got to shoot him.
He might. All right, peace, bro. He might get the funds in terms of what you gave Arteta 130 to spend this window, but you haven't bought necessarily the best players. So if you're gonna give him average players and expect him to do a madness, that's not going to work.
No, our signings haven't been average this summer. I don't believe that. I'm a fan of most of them, except Odegaard. But
you're the only good signing I rate is Ben White.
Now, Lokonga and Tavares are good depth signings, as good backups to Partey and Tierney.
I think Lokonga's been the only really good signing that I've seen. I think he's a very shrewd signing. I don't really rate Ben White like that.
I think
he's been good. Like the opening game against Brentford was a bit average, but
against Brentford, first of all, he got bullied by Ivan Toney, and even defensively, like he just looked poor. He looked leggy. He looked like he didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah, but 15 people watching. Thank you, everyone, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Actually, since I haven't been able to do this really, but please subscribe if you're on YouTube. Subscribe, interact in the comments if you're on Facebook. Follow us there. Maybe switch over to YouTube. Watch here. Same if you're on Twitch. Follow on Twitch and switch over and stuff. Share across on socials. We're really trying to grow the First XI brand. And I thought before we end this, maybe we do sort of a combined 11.
Yeah.
Because why not? And
what formation are we doing?
I don't know to go base. I'm assuming.
I think 4-3-3 would be the easiest.
No, not even that. Actually, maybe we just go based purely off last season because it's only one game in, and there's no real form.
Yeah, but what formation did Arsenal use last season?
They played a
3-1 and 3-4-3.
Well, the first half of the season we went with a 3-4-3, and then the second half it was a 4-2-3-1.
That sort of
we go 3-4-3 since that's what Tuchel used the second half, and we can kind of make it work.
Or we can go on the formations that we faced, where like we went light for light, didn't we? We went with a 3-4-3. So I mean, I'm not fussed to be honest.
All right, hold on. Let me get it up then. All right, you guys want to go back to 3 then? That's fine. Yeah, I mean, this is okay. This is the team. I guess this is base level of what I assume everyone will agree with.
I think Tierney should go left centre back as well. Maybe.
I would have Rudiger and Tierney in there at centre back.
Yeah.
Not Aspie.
I don't. Maybe if this was 4 years ago, but not now.
Really?
No, still class Aspie.
Shades.
Yo.
Don't say Cho. What do you think? Should Aspie be in here?
Right centre back.
Yeah.
I think he should, but if I want to stay on brand as a Cobham sexual, yeah, Chalobah might have to just, Hop in there still.
Yeah,
bro. Rudiger has to be in this team.
No, I'd go Tierney over Rudiger.
Fair enough.
I don't rate Rudiger.
Well, Rudiger doesn't rate you.
Wow.
I don't care. Right wing back.
Callum Hudson-Odoi.
No, he's not a wing back. He should be on that left.
James. It's obvious. Just put him in.
Yeah, it's got to be Reece James, surely, no?
Yeah, Reece James.
Cool. So Callum doesn't even start in this team. Peak.
Callum doesn't even make the matchday squad.
I mean, the starting 11.
You know what? Yeah,
wait, what do you mean? What did I do?
He's going right.
We're saying for the Rudiger slander.
Oh, I don't rate Rudiger. Rudiger is not the best centre back.
Have you guys gotten rid of Zuma yet, or is he still at Chelsea?
He's still there.
Do all you Chelsea man not like Zuma now? Like, do you feel he's not to the quality that you want?
Zuma is, in terms of every other attribute, he's our best center, or probably second best center back to Thiago Silva. But he's just not good on the ball. Like, well, he's like a below average on the ball, and Christensen and Rudiger are both better than him on the ball. That's the only reason they start over him, in my opinion. Because in terms of other attributes, he's better than them.
So, what are you saying? What, like, when he's in possession of the ball, is he prone to errors?
Playing out of the back, which is what we do. He just doesn't look comfortable playing with the ball, and he tends to make the wrong decisions. Like, for example, that goal he scored against us in the 1-0, it happened because Zuma played. He dilly-dallied on the ball too long, and he played it back to Jorginho when he shouldn't have, which caused that error, which caused that chain of events to happen. And for you guys,
it's a bit like Leno.
You've got to give us credit as well, though. Like, we pressed you, like, in that phase of play. Mm-hmm. We pressed you, like, we were on it at that moment.
Yes and no, because if Rudiger or Christensen were in that position, they don't get pressed.
Okay.
They would have played out of it. They would have, fine, credit to you guys, but they would have played out of that easier, or they wouldn't have played themselves into that sort of situation. And that's, in my opinion, that's the only like Zuma. Aerially, he's probably the best in the league. He's great physically. The fact that we play about a high line against the lesser sides, he's great in terms of his recovery pace and 1v1. But again, it's just the playing out of the back, which is why he doesn't.
His decision making, like you were saying,
But even the lapses in concentration, Christensen and Rudiger also have lapses in concentration, so they're all on the same level in terms of that. But I don't know. It's just
Rudiger not as much as Christensen, I reckon.
Christensen also has lapses in concentration.
Yeah, they both do, but I don't think Rudiger has as much as Christensen. In my humble opinion.
He does.
Nah.
Yeah, well, bun you.
Well, Callum doesn't play. Anyway, our front three.
Right. And I'm sure Werner earns his place every single week.
Yes, he
does.
How
did Werner get in the team and we just allowed it?
Anyway, our front three. Do we include Lukaku?
Yeah. Who else?
But get Werner out.
Why do we no?
I'd say Smith Rowe, Mount, and Lukaku.
Who's Smith Rowe? Who's Smith Rowe?
Brother said Smith Rowe.
No, surely Pepe's got to be.
No.
In that front, that right full spot,
no, not over Mount.
Wait, this same guy that doesn't start for Ivory Coast. No,
bro, we're not talking about international performance.
I know, we're not. But this guy's average.
Aslan, do you really think he gets in over Mount though on the right hand side?
Wait, but hang on. Since when has Mount been a right forward? I thought
that's where Mount plays.
He plays in our front. He plays as part of the front three, and then he drops into midfield when needed.
He's got
that freedom. Like, even though he starts as a wide forward, he's got the freedom to roam.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean,
we can take Werner out and put Pepe.
No, we're not. We're not taking Werner out.
Bro, I mean, I don't know. Like,
This guy
look,
can
I appreciate the two players that you've added in to this combined 11. Yeah, and look, I can't argue with the goalkeepers. I can't argue with the two defenders that you've put in because Holding is useless. Chambers is useless. Bellerin's useless.
Stop with this cover switch, Lauren.
Gabriel's good.
Would you say about Gabriel?
I said he's good.
All right, okay. No, I mean
the Brazilian centre back.
Gabriel Magalhães.
Gabriel can be in part of the reserves.
Wow. That was uncalled for, man. Didn't even have to go there.
Do you know what I mean? What, like?
Does he even have a FIFA card?
Like, is this how much you feel sorry for Arsenal? Like, you're now creating a bench as
created not even sub reserve.
Actually, hold on, Aslan. Do you know how many goal contributions Pepe got last season?
Bro, you got to see, bro, in all competitions,
yeah.
In all competitions, his GA is 16-5, 16 goals and 5 assists.
I know we got
20,
10 and 2 in the league.
That's 21. Timo Werner has more than him.
Well, how many does Mount have? How many does Mount have?
In a bad season.
How many does Mount have?
I don't know, but apparently with Mount, it's not about goals and assists.
Mount had 6 goals and 6 assists.
Passion, desire, and intelligence.
Bro, you see with this like Pepe.
You see, that's what Pepe is lacking. He's lacking that power and passion and desire. That's it.
Bro, you see when it comes to Pepe, right?
We'd never get my team.
Like this split between our fan base over Pepe. For me, right, the 2 seasons that he's been at Arsenal, this guy has had 4 different right backs play behind him. This guy hasn't had the chance to have a consistent run with one main starting right back in order to build a relationship, chemistry, and allow that partnership to flourish. Look, like we all talk about, or traditionally we talk about a centre-back partnership, right? But I feel like in this modern era of football, you need partnerships all over the starting 11.
All right, Aslan, let me ask then. What do you think about Aaron Wan-Bissaka?
He's a funny guy.
Bro, this guy, I mean, from what I've seen of him, and I haven't really followed his career specifically like that. For me, defensively, he's poor.
No, but I mean, but again, there are United fans who will also say that he doesn't have a partner on that right-hand side.
No, but bro, he's like him as a fullback, right? He should be a defender first.
Yeah, that's fair. But Pepe as a winger should be able to, be
an offensive forward. First, but
he had the right winger at Palace and he still wasn't really that.
But again, because this guy is such a techie baller, right? He has to have 2 people, like he has to have the opposition double up on him in order to close his game, right? But then that's where a partnership, the player that plays behind him, has to come in order to pull away, like do an overlap and pull away, the opposition winger and fullback just that yard or 2 away to allow him the ability to have that yard or 2 of space and then lock the eyes on goal and then have a shot. Because when those types of plays have happened, we've seen him capitalize. We've seen him score. But unfortunately, because out of the 4 right backs we have, Callum Chambers doesn't have speed. Bellerin doesn't have speed. Cedric doesn't have speed. The only athletic one is Ainsley Maitland-Niles, but he's traditionally a central midfielder, but is used more as a utility player. So where I rate, I'll be honest with you, I rate Reece James, yeah? And of a player of his skill set, if he had someone like Pepe ahead of him, or if Pepe had someone like Reece James behind him, I feel that Pepe, like his game would elevate more. He would be able to show the world what his skill set is more like, you know. But obviously, when he comes against like low block teams, unfortunately, we don't see his game. Yes, like does he not bring out more of himself? Does he sometimes go missing? Yes, he does. I'll be honest with you. Like, you know, like I'm not a like Pepe stan like that. But my argument for Pepe, or me making a case for Pepe, over the last 2 years, like if we're just basing it on as an attacking player who scores goals and contributes to assisting, so just purely on GA, on over the past 2 years, he has improved. And just going on last season, the reason why he didn't get the starts that he deserved to get was because of Arteta's and Edu's stubbornness and favoritism. Because that Willian signing wasn't just Arteta signing, it wasn't just Edu signing, it was both of their signing. And they persisted and persisted and persisted with him because they didn't want to admit that that signing was a failure. But it got to a stage where it was like, I think close to 30 Premier League starts that they finally said, you know what? We can't defend this guy anymore. We have to finally accept and hold our hands up that this signing was a failure. Now, if they'd done it sooner, I would have respected them more. But because they didn't want to accept that the signing was a failure, that's where I was on their case for most of the season. Because, look, I'll be real with you. In the 7 to 8 years that he was a Chelsea player, now, again, I didn't follow his career closely like that. But from what I watched of him, or when I saw, watch Match of the Day and like the highlights throughout his career, like the guy looked good. But when the Spaces thing came around, and when I was speaking to a lot of Chelsea fans, they were saying, bro, this guy is not consistent. And where I've seen him play a lot this season, bro, I'll be honest with you, this guy, if you look for the definition of minimum effort, you'll see Willian's face. This guy wouldn't make runs. He wouldn't create space. Every time he got the ball, he would play a safe pass. He wouldn't run at anybody. He would hardly shoot. And he only scored a free kick towards the end of the season. That was his only goal for an attacking player. Back to Pepe. Me personally, I just feel if he has an athletic modern day fullback or right wing back in someone like Reece James on that right hand side, I just feel that Pepe's game would elevate and people would actually see more from him. He would definitely bring more to the team, because another thing, the way Pepe's been utilized is that he's always got his back towards goal and he's always played the ball to his feet, where this guy has got pace to burn. If you play the ball over the top in order for him to get behind the back line, or play a through ball for him to run onto, and when he's in full motion, that's when you see the best part of his game. That's the best, the attributes of his that you would see that would shine. But unfortunately, at Arsenal, he's been utilised wrong. He's always got his back towards goal. He's always there trying to help out the fullback that's starting with him against whoever on that fixture on that weekend. And again, like I said, he hasn't had the chance to create a partnership or chemistry with someone which like Martinelli has with Saka with Tierney and Saka on that left. You know, so basically what I'm trying to say is if we had someone like Tierney on that right, Pepe would shine. And I just feel in this combined 11, someone athletic like Reece James, I feel that Pepe should be in that in that starting 11, in that right wing spot, right forward spot. Sorry.
Okay, so if I think I don't know where everyone else is, but this is probably the last thing we do before we end the stream. So fine, we put Pepe in over what Mount?
I mean, look, I mean, let me ask you this. Why have you, I mean, I know that's been your go-to midfield partnership in Kante and Jorginho. But could you not have Mount instead of Jorginho?
No. Jorginho is our most important midfielder. People say Kante is the best, which is, yeah, I agree with that. But in terms of most important and the way we play, Jorginho is that. He controls and dictates the tempo of our game.
So you're saying he's the midfield general, yeah?
Yeah, or maestro. Like without him, especially against maybe the bigger sides or something, we can't control games like that. I Kante, he does what he does. He's all over the place and he wins the ball. That's amazing. But he's not going to be he's not going to be controlling the game in terms of keeping possession and orchestrating everything for us. And that's why I'm kind of worried about our midfield, because one injury and all of a sudden we can fall apart.
Right, okay. So Jorginho is the main cog.
Yeah, we don't have it. We don't have anyone else
or in the team. But okay, you know. So again, look, with this combined 11, is it safe to say that Lukaku does bring aerial threat to his game?
Yes.
Okay. Now I could say Pepe. Lukaku could benefit from someone like Pepe to have balls whipped in to the box in order to see that part of Lukaku's game. Because Werner, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, he's not that type of player to whip in balls, right?
No, he's not. He works off of his pace along the ground and being able to run running behind.
Yeah. Like pretty much what Lautaro Martinez done at Inter last season. You're saying
kind of.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. Martinez is more of a. I guess Martinez is more of a
second striker. Yeah.
Yeah, sort of like a. He's not. I guess he. I don't know, because it's a partnership, but they're all kind of like Lukaku. He can hold the ball and link players into play because he does that for Belgium. But at Inter Milan, Martinez did more of the kind of target man hold up sort of play, and he was linking Lukaku in. So it was a bit different from that retrospect. But yeah, I mean, I guess what you're saying with Pepe. Me personally, I think he's a good average winger. I don't think he's necessarily anything special. And I hear your argument of like different sort of fullbacks and stuff like that. I've heard Arsenal fans tell me he's had so many different managers, but I don't know. If he's truly something special, I wouldn't use that as an excuse for him. Like, he's been in the Premier League now. Is this his third season?
No, he's only had 2 prime.
Has he?
2 full seasons. That's it, bro.
Well, no, he's
bro. He came in July 2019.
So that was Emery. That was Emery.
Yeah, Emery's second season.
Emery, and then Arteta last season, and now so this is his 3rd season.
Yeah, this is his 3rd season that's starting now.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, now he needs to, there's not an excuse of, first season, let's give him a set. He needs to kick on now.
I don't know, 100%, bro. And look, I've been on record like more time in Twitter Spaces where I feel that it's more than fair to give an assessment on a player, whether he's been a success, like a hit or a miss, that 3 years, like 3 full seasons, is a fair assessment. That amount of time is more than fair. Now, I understand at Chelsea, like in the last, 15 plus years, 15 to 20 years, the way, your success and the trajectory that your club as a whole has gone, like, you guys would get rid of a manager within a year. You guys would get rid of a player within a year, maximum 2 years. And, if we as a club were at the stage that you're at, or were successful for the duration that you were, we would be moving like that as well. But unfortunately, that hasn't been the case with our track record, with our signings, because we've got someone like Callum Chambers, who's been at Arsenal for 7 years, and because he came back from a long-term injury and had less than a handful of good games towards the back end of last season, felt that was enough to warrant him to be a main starter as a right back going into this new campaign, which is crazy. We've got players like Holding, who have been here for 5 years. This is now his sixth season at Arsenal he's going into. Same with Granit Xhaka. Mohamed El Neni, he's been here, I think this is his 5th season now. So Pepe, definitely, like, this is definitely his do or die season. Because obviously he's our world record or record transfer signing at our club. So yeah, he definitely needs to produce. But again, look, not to make it as an excuse, but he has to have a main starting right back. Like, just like how you guys have, like, who was your main wing backs on both your right and your left side last season? Who was the most consistent starter? Like, when they're healthy, selection. Who was your?
You mean from when Tuchel? I don't know.
Even from the start of the season. Even from the start of the season with Lampard. Not with Lampard, the last 2 years, but
with Lampard, it was a back 4. So it was James and Chilwell. But with the back 5 with Tuchel,
right?
I don't know. Tuchel came in, and then Callum was playing more. Started more playing right wing back, and Alonso was playing left. But a lot of that was due to, when we played you guys and you won 3-0, both our fullbacks weren't necessarily 100% fit. Which, again, it's not. I'm not using that as an excuse why we lost, but I'm saying that Lampard made them play when they weren't like 100% ready yet. So it was a thing of them having to slowly get back to being 100% fit.
Right.
Chilwell had to sort of adapt to the wing back position. He got there, earned his first choice spot back. with James, he got fit, earned his place back. But then the latter on we got in the Champions League. So against Real Madrid twice, both legs. James played more on the bench. Aspie played right wing back, and Christensen played right centre back. In the final of the FA Cup, Reece James played right centre back and Aspie played right wing back. But that's mainly due to deal with the pace of Jamie Vardy. So we could have three mobile centre backs, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I don't know, because in the start of the summer transfer window, we were linked with Hakimi, and we all thought Hakimi comes in and he plays right wing back. Then James would play right centre back, but we didn't buy Hakimi. So it's the thing of and also it's only one game. The season just started. It's only one game, so we don't have a bit of a sample size to judge things off. So from what we can go off now, assuming James will be our starting right wing back, but again, because England got to the final of the Euros, and players who have been in that final just got back about a week or two ago, he hasn't necessarily got a preseason. He has to work his way back up to fitness. So I'd kind of be surprised if he starts against Arsenal.
Who started when you guys played against Palace?
Right wing back was, I could probably get it up right now. I think right wing back was Aspie.
Okay, because he's retired from international duty, right?
No, he was in the Euros for Spain, but they got knocked out in the quarters, I think, or semi. But yeah, Aspie played right wing back, and Chalobah, who has a brilliant preseason for us, he played right centre back. But I don't, as great as I guess he's been, I mean, maybe he would play against you guys, and he's earned it, so I wouldn't have a problem. But again, it's just a thing of, I want to see what it's like when everyone's back fully, everyone's fit, and there's something to actually judge off for a consistent run of games.
I hear you, but like going forward though, Prime, like, are you happy with Chelsea going with the 3-4-3 formation?
Yeah, I do, because we play it because none of our, besides Thiago Silva, none of our centre backs are comfortable, in my opinion, or are good in the back two. I don't trust Christensen. I don't trust Rudiger. I don't count Chalobah because he's young and he's a kid. But none of our centre backs, in my opinion, are comfortable in the two.
But then, so going forward with that formation, who is your starting wing backs on the left and the right? Like, who would be your choice?
Reece James and
Chilwell,
yeah.
Like, do you feel they would get more out of Werner and Mount in those wide forward positions? So if Werner was to play ahead of Chilwell and Mount to play ahead of James?
I mean, I think Mount is good at what he does. The gas from Chelsea fans is a lot. He's not world class or anything, but in my opinion, I know I get it. Everyone earns their spot, and Mount has earned his place. But I guess ideally, he wouldn't be in my starting 11 week in, week out. I think what Mount does, he's great when you play him in big games, because he can do, like, he's man-marked Modric in the 2 games against Real Madrid and stuff like that. He was, he set up the goal in the Champions League final. He turns up in these big games, but in a consistent, I guess, run of form, when we're playing low blocks and we need, in our team, like last season anyway, like we need to create, and especially now if we have Lukaku, we need someone in that front three who's going to be the creativity, and that has to now go on Mount. And I don't think he's can do it on a consistent basis. And I also don't want to have to rely on him on a consistent basis, because I don't think that's good enough for us to win the league, for example.
Yeah. But can I ask you this? Now that you guys have got Lukaku back, and like he's your transfer record signing in your club's history, right?
Yeah.
And a close second is Havertz. If I had to make a slight adjustment to your formation, would it not be better to have a 3-4-1-2 formation to fit in Havertz behind a Werner and a Lukaku?
Yeah. I mean, our front, it's kind of like a fluid 3. So it can. So again, at times during the latter stages of last season, Mount was sort of playing, like I said, he was dropping at times into midfield, making it 3, or if we played Ziyech, he would flow in and play as a 10. So it's a fluid front 3. It's not like it's an actual front 3. It could switch to a 1 and 2, or it could switch to a 2 and a 1. You know, like it's interchangeable. But again, as of now, because now we have Lukaku and we have so many talented options, and we haven't even mentioned Pulisic or Callum. There's so many options there that it's a thing of I just want to see. I want to see what Tuchel has in mind, because there's so many options, so many different ways of playing with them for different sort of games that for us, I don't know, there's an abundance right there. And for us, it's just interesting to see what we're going to use.
So from your perspective, are you trying to say that you're willing to, as a fan, put your trust in the manager to have the once everyone is healthy, fit for selection, for him to have a selection headache, and then whoever he does choose, according to the opponent, whether they're inferior or superior, you're up for players to be picked on form and merit.
Yeah.
So basically, after your opening game against Palace, would you be happy with the team that was chosen for the starting 11 in that to play against Arsenal?
Let me go back to that. Well, no.
I'm not saying, or I'm not saying like the full 11, but the majority at a minimum. So up to say 8 players
in it to play. Yeah.
And then obviously depending again, whoever you play, whether they're an inferior or superior team, maybe change a couple or 3 at a maximum.
Yeah, because
you want to call 8 starting consistently. Like if they're producing, if you're winning matches, you want them to be chosen on form and merit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's essentially how I want. And again, Chelsea fans complain saying that it's not on merit because this guy doesn't play over this guy and this guy's playing bad. But there might be also tactical reasons. So, for example, I know people complain and laugh of Werner missing chances, and yeah, it's funny. I get that. But there's a reason why he still plays over, say, Tammy. Werner gives us tactical advantages Werner has and that he gives us. And yes, he still needs to improve on his finishing. That's not an excuse, but there's a reason why he's, for example, there. Mount, who a lot of Chelsea fans don't rate highly per se. However, there's also still tactical reasons why he's in the team. Mount is someone who will, no matter who the manager is, he will play out the manager's tactical instructions perfectly. He did the same for Lampard. He's doing the same with Tuchel. He did the same with what's his name, Southgate at England. So whether or not, say, Mount is having a bad game, he will still give us all tactically in terms of what's being set out to do.
I hear you.
So
look, man, this weekend it's gonna be an interesting game, man. Interesting game. I mean, I'll be real with you. I don't feel confident whatsoever. Even though in recent fixtures over the last couple of seasons, we have been getting the better of you. I just don't feel confident.
We should batter you, but Arsenal will win. It'll end.
Honestly, I'm expecting it. Like it won't come as a surprise, or it won't shock me whatsoever. I mean, look, on Igal's channel, I predicted that you guys are gonna beat us 3-0.
We won't. You guys, this game, you guys will get something out of us or Man City. I'm not even saying you necessarily win both games or something, but you'll get a result out of one of us.
Bro, both of our senior players, or our two main strikers, our two main attackers are out with COVID.
I know, and it's that sort of stuff that makes
me think. I mean, there may be a chance of them playing against City, but against Chelsea, they're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to start. I think Obar has now been given the all clear, I believe. I'm not 100% certain on that, so I don't want anyone to hold that against me. But to my understanding, they're not going to be available for the Chelsea game. And in terms of our, 5 signings so far, Ødegaard is going to be unavailable for selection because of visa issues with this whole Brexit. Ramsdale, he's going to be back up, so he would be on the bench. Tavares, I think he should start, but he's probably going to be on the bench. The only player I see starting is Ben White and Lokonga. And both of them are, Lokonga's 21, Ben White's 23, and our attacking front options, they're all 20-year-olds.
But it might be because of that hunger, which I'm saying, because you guys playing us and City, if they're big games, why I say you guys can get something, but consistently, it might not matter, because consistently from after City until your next big game, which I'm not sure who you're playing, you're going to be so inconsistent in the league that I don't know. It's like, and also maybe it's the way Arteta is as well, because he's so young, and maybe there's potential there in him. I don't actually know. The reason why I always questioned it from the get-go is I just didn't see what Arsenal fans saw in him. And whenever I asked, why is this guy so special? Why do you guys have all this faith and belief in him? I couldn't get an actual response.
Bro, shall I tell you why? First off, it's his looks. Yeah. That's like, and I'm being serious here. Yeah. It's because he's, number one, his looks. 2, because he was learning under Pep. Just because he was at City for, 2-3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Learning, under working under Pep in his coaching staff. They're the only 2 reasons. And look, I'm not dismissing, because I gave Arteta his flowers when he won us. Under his, him being a manager, he won us the FA Cup within his first 6-7 months of him being, in charge of Arsenal. How sometimes people can say it's been a blessing in disguise. Yeah. For me, Arteta winning that FA Cup for Arsenal has been a curse in disguise. Because
that's what when you guys beat us in the final and stuff, I said that on the terrace and stuff. It's not gonna because again, I was always asking, what is it about this guy? I said it's not really going to matter because the true test we'll see next season, and things are going to fall apart. When you guys played us in December, the week before you played us, I said to like Igal and the rest of them, you guys will probably get a result out of us. You'll probably beat us, but it's not going to matter because you'll go on another mini run of form, and then you'll end up back where you were in the slumps, and we'll be in the same position where you guys will be crying about everything that's going on. But because because I saw all of this that was happening and I was speaking the truth, I got abuse from it from Arsenal fans. I got racially abused as well because I saw what was happening, which is why I don't like all this people saying we should feel remorse for what's happening. I don't feel any.
What that Chelsea fans should feel remorse?
Well, no, I should, because I was going in too deep and bantering Arsenal fans. And when you guys were 15th and stuff, and people were saying that, you're going to get relegated and it's the end of a big club or whatever, people were always getting DMs from Arsenal fans saying I should feel remorse. But why should I feel remorse from the same people who were giving me racial abuse?
No, yeah, that's disgusting, bro. That's uncalled for, and I'm sorry to hear that happened to you. That's disgusting behavior. And look, when it comes to football, look, we all have, at the end of the day, it all comes down to opinions, isn't it? And why does football and opinions need to trigger certain people or so-called people into abusing someone and like bring up their race or their skin color? Is just disgusting, man. I don't understand that logic whatsoever. But look, you called it. You made a bold prediction, and look, it's come true, mate. Because look, 18 plus months later, this man still doesn't know his strongest 11. Going off last season, over 30 games, Premier League games, he had a different starting 30 different starting 11s.
When you say different, do you mean by just one player?
No, more. I don't know how many exactly. I don't have the exact stat, but like this was towards the end of last season. Like it was on Sky Sports. It was a Sky Sports stat. I can't remember whether it was like during a half time or post match. But 30 different team selections in the Premier League. And look, I understand you would have to take into account, if there's an injury or two, if there is a suspension, if a player's sick. I understand that, but when when I was mentioning to you about your team and how the manager, like, do you feel like the manager would pick his starting 11 under form and merit? When it came to Arteta, he wouldn't do that. That's why, and that's where I bring in favoritism. Like example with Willian. Like Willian got like I think it was like 8 or 9 games like he started in a row.
But maybe it's different because okay, Chelsea fans had the same thing last season where Callum wasn't playing. Like apparently there's a stat where he's created the most chances for Chelsea, or I think he's created the most chances in the league or something like that, or has the most. Yeah, there's this weird stat, I can't remember exactly. But Chelsea fans are saying he should be starting off the left side. He's our best attacker and everything. But yet he doesn't warrant or merit a start over, say, Werner, who may miss all these chances, but he adds so much to our game tactically. The same with Mason Mount.
Yeah.
Could it maybe be the same thing? And I not get Arteta's a bad manager, but if you guys had Conte, if you guys had Tuchel, whoever that you guys rate, you had Conte, Tuchel, Klopp, Pep, and they were playing, say, Willian, someone you don't rate, or your fan base doesn't rate, over, say, Saka or Martinelli or whoever.
Yeah.
But it was working and you guys were winning. You didn't understand why Willian's playing because he doesn't add anything to the team, but you are still winning games. Would you guys trust it more?
What, trust the player or trust the manager?
Trust the manager that he knows what he's doing, even though you might say that, oh, Willian's not adding anything, he's not getting an assist or he's not getting a goal, which the same thing Chelsea fans said when Willian played for us, but there was a reason why he played. He added something for the team tactically.
No, but then where as an attacking player, he's not adding or contributing into the attacking play or adding any of his qualities into that game, he would get subbed, and another or Pepe would be the one to come on for him. And look, yes, we could go on to win games with Willian starting, but if he's not performing to his best of his ability. But the way I see it, if a player who was on form or was scoring a goal or two in the last match or couple of matches, but then they get dropped and then he starts over them, what warrants that? Do you understand? So, like, the way I see it, this guy, I mean, for me, he is no longer in the manager's plans going into this new season. And from what I've been hearing from, like, Romano, like him tweeting out that he is actively on the transfer outs list. We are trying to move him on, but unfortunately, with the contract we've signed him on, and the wages that we're giving him, that's the main issue that's causing him to be moved on. Because there's been a couple of interests, but they've unfortunately been unable to match his wage demands. But yeah, I mean, look, for me, at the end of the day, bro, a player can bring something into the game or not bring something into the game. Yeah. But if he brings something into the game, he deserves to start. So whether he adds, he contributes into goals, or he adds a fellow teammate into scoring. So if he adds assisting, or whether actual goal scoring, that warrants, in my eyes, as an attacking player, for you to solidify your position, and that the manager should not be dropping you whatsoever. And look, I understand when it comes to different opposition or inferior, superior sides, whatever, that sometimes you may have to switch up your formation or your tactics. Granted, but they're like one-off games, and from my understanding, like, look, by no means am I saying if we come up with a winning formation or a winning starting 11, am I saying that we're going to be challenging for the title? What I am saying is the sooner this manager comes up with a team selection that he trusts, so 11 that he trusts, and a formation that gets the best out of the 11 that he picks, we can elevate up that table and possibly challenge for that top 4 spot, because that is our target this season. Because for the last 2 years. Obviously, we finished 8th in a row, and for the last 4 years, we've been out of the Champions League. But obviously, this year is going to be our 5th by the end of this year. So our aim, or my aim as a fan, my my demand or my target that I'm setting on the club and the manager and the players that we have, I want them to challenge for top 4. But do I see it happening? I don't feel confident whatsoever. On the back of the form that we had last season, where we lost 18 professional 90-minute games, 13 in the league, 2 in the both domestic cups, and then 3 games in the Europa League. Like obviously, 2 of them were in earlier rounds that we progressed in a 2-leg game, but ultimately we lost a 90-minute game, innit? And then the third one being the Villarreal. So all in all, that was 18 L's that we had on our record last season. And I just feel that we're not gonna we may have a chance of reducing those losses, but I don't think it's going to be by a big margin. Like, we're still going to have like double-digit L's in the league, I feel, and including the domestic competitions as well. So,
yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair, to be honest. But yeah, Aslan, it seems like we're the only 2 here actually. But thank you for coming on, bro. Appreciate it.
No problem, bro. No problem.
Well, no, you've been on actually the Grounded Arsenal before, but it's the first time you've been on other shows on the channel. I love to have you.
Yeah, I mean, I've tuned into Fraudwatch before, but yeah, first time taking part. And yeah, I know like we've kind of gone off topic on the concept of the show. Cool. But yeah, but I've enjoyed it, man. Appreciate you having me on.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, look, I love having serious football conversations as well. Like, everything is all good. But yeah, we've had Will on here, Samuel, Fathur, Gooner Express, ShoXstar, Gabby Things Christian,
Laurie. Yeah,
well, not on here, but he was on the Arsenal, Grounded Arsenal as well. We'll put the links and stuff down below. Thank you everyone for it's 3 people still watching, which is, I'm surprised if you guys are still here now. It's like what, 20 to 1, but yeah, our most we had like 16 and stuff, which is amazing from everyone. Thank you. And
yeah, big up everyone tuned in, and big up everyone in the chat, man. Definitely like the video and subscribe. Show support to the first 11, man.
Thank you. I'm not sure what show's on tomorrow, but just keep, follow us on socials and stuff, and you'll know whenever we're live and stuff. If you're on Twitter, follow Aslan. He's the king of spaces.
Bro, honestly, I don't know why people say that. I'm just a humble, passionate football fan, specifically an Arsenal fan. But yeah, I don't know. That's the title that's been given to me. But by no means am I a king, bro. I'm just a normal bloke, bro, who loves football. That's it.
I mean, all kings were normal at one point, but I get what you're saying, bro. But yeah, thank you everyone, and I'll do the outro. And actually, score prediction. Might as well.
Score prediction, like I said, bro, I feel it's going to be 3-0 to Chelsea. I see Lukaku grabbing a brace, and I'm going to say Werner
Really?
getting one as well. Yeah.
Wow, I heard 4-0 from people. Lukaku hat-trick and Werner. I don't know. Lukaku has this thing where he bags on his debut and stuff, but I don't. I don't know. I just typical Chelsea for us to be able to beat all the big teams, but we struggle against the lesser sides, I guess, or maybe we just won't take this seriously, and we'll struggle because if we're supposed to be winning the league or at least competing for the league, we need to be able to beat basically everyone in our path. Because City, I know City lost against Spurs, but once they hit a run of form, they're not going to stop. So, but yeah, well, I guess we'll see how it goes. For me, I'm going, realistically, it should be like 3-0, 4-0. But honestly, I can see it being like 1-0 Arsenal or 1-1 or something. I can see a result come from this.
Yeah, or I mean, look, if it's not 3-0 Chelsea, I'll definitely see it being 2-1. I don't see us getting more than one goal. And yeah, I just feel that with the unity of the team that you've built, in the last couple of seasons, and where as a club, mentality-wise you are, with your recent success in the Champions League, like I just feel that the players trust your manager to the hill and back. So, I just feel with all the, like the loss that you guys encountered against us in your backyard, I just feel that both Tuchel and your players, they want to correct that mistake. So what better place for you to do it in our backyard, So revenge is definitely on the cards, mate.
Yeah, no, I get that. I don't. I get these players might trust Tuchel, but there's some of these players I just don't trust, and I just don't think they're off the level, and it's, like there's nothing wrong with having, say, average, I guess, players in the squad because everyone has a role to play, but if you don't trust them for whatever reason, it's hard to feel comfortable with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess it's for other Chelsea fans, yeah, they might have already proved themselves, and they've clearly proved themselves to the manager. But for me, I just don't. I've seen them make too many mistakes in the past and be too, I guess, bad for me to believe that they're of the level for us to win the league.
But I mean, Prime, like from when Tuchel came in, and the way he elevated you from, bro, you was one spot ahead of us when just before you got rid of Lampard, and from where Tuchel came in, Chelsea being one spot above us. So what, were we 9th and you were 8th, or were we 10th and you were 9th, something like that? So we're basically both around mid-table, and he got you to top 4 and Champions League success. So if none of if even one of your players doesn't trust your manager, that's crazy. So like they have to be fully on board Tuchel's plans, and I don't know, man. I just feel like you've got a very good manager and an elite manager. He's proven that in less than a season, and yeah, man. Like I just feel like with getting Lukaku as well. Like Lukaku, like the way he's progressed over the last 8 to 10 years since he's left Chelsea has been amazing. And I just feel that he's got something to prove now as well. Like he's obviously done it in Italy, but he wants to now come and do it at Chelsea, innit? The team the team that introduced him to the world. So
yeah, he's been phenomenal. Like he's one of the best strikers in the world. Whether or not you think
100%,
whether or not some people think he's in the world-class bracket, I guess just depends on what your definition of world-class is. But his numbers don't lie. He is one of the best. And he's probably a better suit for us than Haaland, because out of the youngsters or the young players, I guess, in our attack who are going to be inconsistent, we need a leader in there to come in and get us firing. We need leaders, something I complained last season and before that with Lampard when he first came in his first season. I complained a lack of leadership in the squad. Now, it seems within the short spell with Tuchel, we've got Aspie, we've got Silva, we've got Jorginho, Lukaku just came in. Mason Mount can develop into a leader, but he needs that leadership around him, which is something I look at with Arsenal, and I think
so that spine is there basically. That spine is solid.
Yeah, and like you might have Saka as talented. I don't rate Smith Rowe, but you guys do. You might have Martinelli and Tierney, but who do they have to learn from? Because I saw the same thing a few years ago.
I've been saying,
I saw the same thing a few years ago with Iwobi. He was talented, but no one to really learn from, no one nurtured, and he stagnated. I saw, when you guys bought Chambers and you bought Rob Holding, they were on the same sort of level that Ben White was right now, and they had the same sort of potential talent to reach, but they didn't get there. Not the proper nurturing and training and taking care, of these young players, and then they stagnate and they become average. And
100%,
Lampard was on course to do that with some of these young players, but he got sacked rightfully, and in a short space of time, it looks like we could potentially be title challengers or title winners. And I'm not saying the same thing happens if you bring in, say, Conte or something, but there's something in the squad, maybe, but you don't know until you have a better manager to actually bring it out.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand your reasonings for saying, you could be considered. Is there a potential? Of course. But I just feel that no one's really going to know until we're a quarter of a way in. So 8 to 10 games should give us a good idea of who's serious or potentially go on to challenge for the title. Yeah. So, but I mean, for me, Chelsea is definitely up there, in the considered talk.
And even all this I'm saying right now, this is not for people to think that I'm being, I guess, negative or being weak or anything. That we spent 97 or whatever on Lukaku. We just won the Champions League. In theory, there's no excuses because we should be at the very least challenging for the league. If there is no the club that we are, Chelsea, there is no excuses saying, "Oh, we're not good enough for anything. We should be winning the league." But that's not going to stop me from having question marks or worries.
Yeah, but I mean, but I think as a fan base, so as Chelsea fans, bro, I think you guys thinking like that is not wrong whatsoever, because as a fan base, it's down to the fans to uphold the values and the standards of your club, and you guys have literally just won the European trophy.
True.
Do you know what I mean? You're the champions. You're the champions of Europe. So with that recent success, you obviously have to build on quality players. You're only signing at it's only been Lukaku so far, right?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, you've obviously added quality in the last season or two as well, I believe, or from last season. So in the last two summer windows, you've added a lot of quality to your team, and 100%. I don't believe you're as a Chelsea fan base, you're being cocky or arrogant whatsoever. You have every right to feel that your club should be challenging for the league, and if you don't, then we all know the powers that be, or specifically your owner, how cutthroat and ruthless he is. And I guess that's what you need in the modern era of football, or the modern era of ownership of a football club, because the second you allow the standards to lower, you're gonna end up like United or Arsenal.
Well, not even that. It's your standards have to match your board. Like you, obviously, doesn't matter what club you support or at what level. Every fan's dream is for your club to compete at the highest level and win at the highest level.
100%,
right?
Yeah. Okay.
But you can't have, for example, Burnley. Their fans' expectations this season cannot be to win the league. Their expectations have to match what the board kind of sets out. So it's to probably not get relegated, maybe finish, if they can, mid-table. For your fans, your expectation cannot be to say get top 4 if your board didn't build this season or this summer for your squad to be able to challenge and get top 4.
Well, like if we're simply putting it down to money being spent, we are the top spenders in this transfer window out of all the clubs.
Yes,
so
it's not
financially we've spent, and like we've basically flexed our financial power, but in terms of the quality in additions that we have brought in, they can be measured or questioned,
Yes, but it's not about the quantity, because
it's the quality of
exactly. Chelsea spent we spent about 100 mil or barely 100 mil, and it's only on one player, whereas you guys have brought in, I think, 4 maybe, and you spent
with Ramsdale now 5.
Oh, 5.
So Tavares, Lokonga, White, Erdegaard, and Ramsdale.
Exactly. So it's the thing of it's, I don't like when fans say we spent this amount and you spent less than us. It's not about necessarily your money spent. Like if Ben White had only cost 20 mil, if Ben White had cost 20 mil, do you guys even break 100 mil to spend? I don't think, maybe, or barely 100 mil. I don't know.
Well, in total, with those 5 signings, we've spent just under 140 mil.
Yeah, exactly. If Lukaku had cost Chelsea 50 mil or cost us 30 mil, and but it's not on the
don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying because we've spent more than you, that means we're in a title challenge or we should be getting in Arsenal's, obviously that's unrealistic, but in Arsenal's case, that we should be competing or challenging for the top 4 spot. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, even though we've outspent all our opposition, all the opposition teams or rival teams, whatever you want to call it, I feel as a fan that the money that we've spent has been poor. The amount that we've spent, I don't feel that our forget our team, our squad doesn't feel that much better from last season, even though we've spent nearly 150 mil, and that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, you guys have spent what, nearly 350 in the last 2 summers, last 2 summer transfer windows. But you've got, what have you got to show is a European trophy. What have we got to show? Finishing 8th 2 seasons in a row. And Arteta, what was the figure? So with this summer window and last summer window, we've spent, I think, was it around 220 million?
Yeah, roughly what Lampard had in the window. Yeah.
There you go. So, again, look, bro, look, the way I see it, right, is if me and you were going to start a business, right, or no, you start your business, I start my own business, but they're both the same. We're both going to open and run a private car hire, like chauffeur business, right? But you go and buy a Rolls Royce, like a couple of Rolls Royce Phantoms, a couple of Mercedes Maybachs, yeah? That's you done, innit? Yeah? So you've got your fleet of high-end cars, and then I go and get a VW Passat, a BMW 3 Series, a Mercedes C-Class 200, yeah? Now, look at the difference in quality. Yes, they're both cars. Yes, they both got 4 wheels and a steering wheel, but the quality of the car is not up to your quality. And I'm not saying, and with the quality that you have, you're probably going to get better business, or you're going to be able to charge more money, and the kind of clients that you would attract would be more like high-end clients. But once you've secured them, there would obviously be regular high-end clients, yeah? Whereas the cars that I've bought in, they're going to be not from the same sort of clientele that you've got, and they're probably not going to be, and I'm not going to be charging the money that you're charging for your cars, right? And what I mean by that is so like the money that you're charging and the kind of clientele you're getting the results. So they're your wins, yeah? Me, I'm not getting the same consistent amount of wins that you're getting. And it's not a consistent form of clientele. I'm just getting clients here and there, because the cars that I've got and the services that I'm offering is not up to the standard or quality that you're offering. Do you understand? So so you have a chance of your business being more successful than I do. So like that's my analogy. So you've bought, even though you've spent money on less amount of cars, yeah, but you've bought quality cars. So you've probably bought less players, but you've bought more quality players. Whereas we've bought more players, but are not to the quality of the players that you've bought. But we've pretty much spent the same amount of money. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
So and like I've said in the Twitter spaces more often, and even on like Igal streams, where like I'm not saying that we can, and again, like this is another car analogy. I'm not saying we're in a position where we can go out and buy hypercars or supercars, yeah, in terms of quality or class of players, right? So you know your world-class players, or your players that are in form, or the ones that go for that premium rate, yeah, in today's market. So obviously we can't go in for or we can't be in the discussions for the likes of like Mbappe, Haaland, Lukaku, or Jack Grealish and spend around the 100 million or 100 million plus. So we can't go and buy a Bugatti Veyron or a Lamborghini Huracan or Aventador, a Ferrari 458. Like we can't go and spend this type of money on those type of supercars or hypercars, right? But what I do expect is us to go and buy saloon cars, but that are the high-end sports spec of those saloon cars. Like, we can't go and buy 2-liter diesel engines when we need like the M Sport of, like, say, an BMW 5th series. So we need a BMW M5. We need an Mercedes E-Class 63 AMG. We need a RS7, not the diesel versions of those cars, or like young up-and-coming players where they're like Ford Fiestas and have time on their hands in order to grow and progress, you know, and have this so-called project. So that's the difference of where we're at. We spend the money, but we don't bring in the right quality. And you know, whether the market is inflated or not, we're just attracting the wrong talent. Our talent ID is below average. Our scouting is wrong, and our trouble is we obviously hold on to these players for far too long. They run down their, you know, like 5-year contracts, or once they get to the end of that first contract that we signed them on, we then offer them a new contract, and they end up being there for 5 or 7+ years. So
yeah,
that's the difference of where we are.
It's a repetitive cycle.
Basically, it's rinse and repeat. Basically, yeah.
But before we actually end it, because we should.
We went on to a little bit. That was extra time, wasn't it?
Yeah, but again, if you guys love Aslan and love what he's saying, catch him on Grounded Arsenal, because I mean, he's, in terms of breaking things down and everything, he's probably the best Arsenal fan at doing that. Or just follow him on Twitter and catch him in spaces and stuff, because you know he's amazing. But in terms of, before we end it, Ultra Champion of Europe, you never sing that, says, I want to hear what kind of car Oba is. More car analogy, please.
Well, bro, I mean, look, it's safe to say throughout his career, he went from being a Ferrari to, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to say a Mini Cooper, because that's too much of a drop. But yeah, I mean, look, he's definitely not a Ferrari in it. That's for sure. But I mean, look, last season, throughout his whole career, you could call it a blip. But it wasn't as bad as what people make it out to be. But for me, I just have other reasons. Like, for me, it's not his decline in goal scoring that I have an issue about. I just have more of an issue of his attitude and the lack of leadership qualities he possesses. So that's my issue of him as a player.
All right, you heard it here first. Aubameyang is no longer a Ferrari. But yeah, let's actually we'll end it. And you guys want to know more, or if you guys want to know what other players or managers can be compared to cars, follow Aslan on Twitter. That is your Twitter out, yeah? Yeah, follow Aslan.
I'm in Twitter jail, right? I'm in Twitter jail at the moment, but hopefully by the weekend I should be active. So
Twitter jail. Well, free Aslan. But yeah, where's the outro? Oh, here.